Welcome back to the kitchen. If my voice sounds a little rough, it's because Canada is on fire and all the smoke is coming to my house. But we will persevere because we have another very special recipe from my grandmother's cookbook. It is Grandma's homemade chocolate pudding. What makes Grandma's chocolate pudding better than the box mix? I have no idea. I've never had it. Maybe it's not better, but we're going to find out today. The first thing we're going to do is to scald some whole milk. What is scalded milk? I didn't know either, but I looked it up and it is the process of bringing milk up to a near boil. And that's going to be somewhere between 175 and 180 degrees. 2 cups whole milk. I'm going to use the induction cooktop because I can more precisely set the desired temperature. 175 degrees. While the milk is coming up to temperature, I'm going to add the dry ingredients to this bowl. 2/3 cup sugar. 2 heaping tablespoons of cocoa powder. So that's almost like 4 tablespoons. A 1/4 cup of flour. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now I'm going to whisk the dry ingredients together just to make sure they're distributed evenly. Smells chocolatey already. Let's check the temperature of the milk. It's right at 174, 175 degrees. I'd say that's perfect. The next step calls for a double boiler, but I don't own a double boiler, so I'm going to improvise by placing this bowl into a pot of hot water. Now I'm going to add the scalded milk to the dry ingredients slowly while constantly stirring. You are supposed to stir the dry ingredients until the mixture is thick. Now I've had poor results with my improvised double boiler in the past, but I'm hoping for the best this time. The recipe doesn't give any indication how long this step should take, and so far it isn't thickening at all as far as I can tell. Hopefully it will become obvious when it's ready. I don't know why this would get thick other than evaporating liquid. Maybe that's all it is. As far as I can tell, there is no thickening agent in these ingredients. It does seem to be resisting me more, but I don't know how to tell when it's done. There are 2 remaining ingredients, and that's butter and vanilla. It says not to add them until the thickening process is done. Once again, I don't know how to tell when that is, but I am seeing trails being left in the surface of the pudding, so I think that's a good sign. It does smell chocolatey and delicious. What do you think? Does this look thick enough? I don't think this is getting any thicker, and it does seem to be pretty thick. I guess I will take it off the heat and assume that it is done. Next, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of butter to the pudding. Stir until the butter is melted. And last but not least, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Remove from heat and cool. I'm going to transfer the pudding to a clear dish just for presentation purposes, but you could cool it in here if you want. The pudding is warm, but it's not hot. You could certainly eat it right now if you wanted to, but I think I'm going to let it cool down on the counter for just a little bit more. Then I'm going to transfer it to the refrigerator and maybe make some homemade whipped cream to put on top, because whipped cream and pudding is amazing. I don't have a recipe for whipped cream. Basically, you're just whipping heavy whipping cream, but I am going to add some sugar to it to make it extra delicious. Excellent. You could cool this pudding as long as you want, maybe even have it tomorrow. I don't have that kind of patience. I want to try this homemade pudding with homemade whipped cream right now. Delicious. The only flaw I have with the recipe is it doesn't make that much. You would probably want to at least double this recipe if you're cooking for more than 3 people. How is this different than a box mix? Well, it's thicker, and that probably has something to do, maybe entirely to do, with how long I let it thicken in the pan. So if you wanted it looser, don't cook it as long. Is it better? That's hard to say. I like them both. I would never turn down Jello pudding, but I would never turn this down either. If you would like to try my grandmother's delicious homemade chocolate pudding, the recipe is in the description below. And thanks for stopping by.